Welcome back to another episode of Off the Shelf Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan, with the other two co-hosts. We got Cody and Clint. Tonight we got, I think, a jam-packed night, potentially.
Oh, yeah.
Cody says he's got a lot. I know I got a lot, and it's not like crazy launches or anything like that, but yeah, I know Clint's got a whole folder list of shit to look at. We kind of potentially did a little bit of redecorating here. So as we're gonna continue, we got some nice branding back here. You know, we had to spice it up a little bit. But we're gonna kick off the night with Cody and video games tonight. So Code, you're up, bub.
All right, so my first topic, obviously, it's going to be about Call of Duty today. You know, we haven't heard about Call of Duty in a while. Hasn't been many updates or news on it. Besides this one thing I heard about. And I guess that Call of Duty made some type of ad, and the UK is not liking it.
Okay.
Like advertisement?
Yeah, so they had a trailer or an advertisement, I guess. I'm not sure what it is or what the video is. If you could find it, then we could take a look. But apparently their ad is being offensive. And a publisher argues it was a satire and part of edgy brand identity. So I guess they were trying to play it off like that. But critics say shock humor trivialized serious issues. I don't know even what this is all about, but it's been kind of a controversy here.
Yeah, I'll see if I
I'd
can't
be
find
curious
it.
to see the video.
Yeah, I want to know what was so edgy about this trailer that they're talking about.
See if I can find it. Let's see if our good old AI friends can find it. Do we have a link? It was more aimed for adults, huh? Okay.
Yeah, but you can't even cuss in lobbies without being chat banned. Makes no sense.
Can't find the video.
They may have took it down. I mean, I know it was it may have been banned.
Yeah, I'm on this UK website, or not website, but UK news clipping, and ooh, maybe I did find it.
Sweet.
Bear with me. No, I didn't find it.
Well, whatever it was, it had to have been pretty serious if they're banning an ad.
You didn't even find it.
Yeah, like I wonder what they. I heard somewhere that it was sexual.
Now, do you think because of this controversy, commercial, whatever it is, do you think a lot of people in the UK stop playing Call of Duty, or you think it still remains the same?
I think a lot of people quit playing Call of Duty. It has fallen downhill. I mean, I kind of called it. I think about halfway through the year last year that Call of Duty was on the decline and that Black Ops 7 wasn't good. It was done. It was going to die off. And that's exactly what's happening right now. The only people playing Call of Duty are the competitive type of people that enjoy playing them games. But if you're on there just for fun, you're not on there.
So Activision had to take it down off their YouTube channels as
Okay.
of February 18th. And it all was due to it looks like the full text of the legal decision and provides a frame-by-frame description of the airport security scene, the passengers manhandling, and the reasons why it ruled to be trivializing sexual violence.
Okay.
So, but it featured Nikki Glazer and Peter Stormare.
Okay.
So Nikki was in on it, but yeah, I don't know what it was. Who
That's
knows?
crazy.
Yeah.
Wish we could see it.
The fact that Call of Duty's this down bad, where they're like, we're for the adults now. You know what I mean? When
Right.
this past year, they're trying to get adults away from Call of Duty, it seems, with no cursing in game, a bunch of other just ridiculous things that you can't even say. Like, you can't even call someone like trash without being banned.
Violated or banned.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. What's the point of playing this game?
Cody's got firsthand experience with that.
Yes, I've been banned countless times. I talk shit, yeah. The COD community is pretty toxic.
Very toxic.
That's what made the game kind of fun, though. But that's just my take on that. Anyways, moving on from Call of Duty. Apex Legends. Apex Legends obviously just dropped a new update. I haven't actually tried out the update completely. But I know that it's becoming a lot more aggressive than like a defensive game. And it's kind of messing with the ranked, and a lot of people, I guess, are having problems about that too. Speaking of that, Clint, you've been
like what about
decent.
it?
That what?
I said
Clint,
like what about? Oh, go ahead.
I was saying Clint was getting pretty better at the game. I don't know if it's because of the update or what.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
He's only got so long. Remember this. He's only got so long to play the game.
He was dropping
he's
some
got to
kills
get
today.
good.
He was doing good.
I heard the background. I heard it was going pretty good.
Oh, yeah. What else here we got?
So what are you saying with that? Like, is it more? I don't know. I guess what about the competitiveness is going on with it?
Well, so at least from when I used to play Apex, it was back then it was more about who can take over the building, who can take over the high ground, who's playing a little more strategically with the characters they have, because all characters have different types of moves and abilities. So, like, for example, I always liked a lifeline on my team because I like someone being able to res me without having to hold down the button and not be able to shoot their gun to protect me at the same time. Lifeline would put all a drone, heal you, and it would automatically res you up. So that's kind of my tactical stance was with it, and I would be Lifeline, and the guys I'd be playing with would be playing like Watson and a Bangalore. Watson can secure down a building, so that's good in that situation. Bangalore is good for running away from any situation that doesn't seem like it's going our way.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like with this new season, they're kind of taking a different approach because they're trying to bring back their community, because over the past few years, they've been losing more and more players. So their approach now is to be more aggressive, get more...
So more on the offense then.
Yeah, to get people out of hiding in the corners and camping in a building, and it's changing around the ranked a little bit, where it's kind of becoming more fast-paced. Like, there's a mixed feedback on matchmaking and grinding out ranked now, because some people like playing aggressive, but then you're not giving any room for the defensive players to really take control when everything's kind of go, go, go.
Right.
I enjoy it. I just don't like how they don't update maps. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I
mean, they're kind of on a slow stand when it comes to the update of new maps, additional maps. You're kind of stuck on that one. So it's almost like a Fortnite in a sense that you're kind of just stuck with this one map and it just gets boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. But it's still fun, you know what I mean? It's just they need to update maps.
Yeah, so, I mean, their 2026 schedule is not looking too hot either right now. The only guarantee that's happening this year for Apex is 2 new legends are planned to drop this year. And continued seasonal content confirmed. So we're still gonna get like the 4th of July event, you know, the Halloween event, the Christmas event.
Christmas.
Yeah.
You won't even get to play that during that time.
No, I'm
Yeah, if you
hoping to
don't get
get
a
him on
PlayStation.
Overwatch 2 by then.
Yeah.
Or have a new
Good,
console.
good luck.
One or the other.
Should just get both. Try
Yeah.
and get them on Overwatch 2 and have a new console by then.
True.
Yeah, because
That'd be
Overwatch is
sweet.
doing so much more better than any other game out there right now.
And I do enjoy
Yeah.
Overwatch.
You want to clear the sand with that on what you're trying to say in the last episode on Overwatch 2?
Okay,
Since
so listen.
everyone wanted to sit here and bash on us,
Yeah.
talking shit about how you know we're
Oh.
on Overwatch's dick at this point in time.
Saying that I'm releasing false information. I'm sorry I didn't specify on Steam and fucking PC. But that's how it's going. Overwatch is taking over more on PC. Console, I don't know. I don't have a console. I wouldn't know. I'm sorry. I can afford a PC, maybe. Ain't my problem. Save up your money, bro. That's how I see it. If you want to sit here and be a little troll on YouTube and Instagram, whatever, have your fucking way. It's not my
We
fault
love it.
that
It's
your
okay.
stepdad bought you an Xbox. Don't get mad at me, bro. That ain't my fault. If I was your stepdad, I would have bought you something better. My apologies. That's my take on it. Anyways, I'm done.
We love the haters. It's okay.
Yeah.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming. We don't care. We'll take it with a grain of salt. We'll just bring it on for the next one. We don't care.
Facts.
Yep. Exactly. I mean, I guess what we can get from this whole Apex thing, they're not coming out with a whole lot of, at least they're not talking about it, dropping a whole lot of new content this year. I know they do are continuing to develop more into the game, try to make it more fun for everybody. But we'll see if Apex is going to be stable enough for long term, or is it if it's slowly losing ground.
Do you think it's because that they're potentially just dropping the consoles or some of the older consoles and stuff like that they're not just, I guess, dedicated to that side of it?
Yeah.
And they're just kind of more focused on the three main in front of them, Xbox, PC, and PlayStation?
I think that could be a reason behind it. I mean, I know
Or
a lot of
maybe
people
they're
are
just
upset.
making a complete 180, and who knows, leadership could have changed and now they want to go a different route.
Right.
Yeah. That could have happened.
Maybe we should look more into that.
See what they're planning on doing. I mean, I know that Apex was a good game at the start. Over the years, it's just not become as enjoyable. The only way I enjoy it is when I'm in a private lobby.
I just feel like
how we
there's
do Fridays.
I feel like there's just a lot of redundancy when it comes to that area. You know what I mean? Especially, I mean, kind of the same thing with like a Fortnite. I mean, redundant as hell.
It was fun while it lasted. That's what I think about that.
Yeah, like, I think once a game hits a decade, if they can't think about new developments, new maps, constant updates, but not try and kill everybody's systems with the, storage that's needed, I think it just slowly starts to die.
Right.
You know what I mean? But who knows?
Say Call of Duty had a good run, but seems like Call of Duty, Fortnite, and Apex just aren't doing too hot anymore. I mean, I'm not sure about Fortnite too much, so I don't want to be putting out false information.
I don't play Fortnite.
But
Fortnite, yeah, I don't know. I haven't played Fortnite in a long time.
yeah.
But I mean, I know they're constantly dropping, obviously, new updates, new seasons.
Kids love it.
They're on. I know. I thought I seen something with Power Rangers on it for like this season.
Me and Cody have even talked about like the concerts. I know I watched the Juice World one.
Yep. So did
And
I.
I
I've
think
watched the
I
Travis
watched the
Scott one.
Travis Scott one as well.
I've seen the shady one. So I mean, some of that, like what they do, is cool when it comes to that standpoint. But it's like, all right, well, how far does it have to go? Or when will it die? But I mean, the nice thing about Fortnite is they've offered so many different modes to play on, right? And they're all, I mean, not all of them are private. A lot of them you can do with friends or online with random people. So, I
Right.
mean, it's kind of nice because it's all just completely different game modes.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a space eater, but it definitely does give a different aspect if you're, not a battle royale personnel, and gives you a little bit of taste of everything.
Right.
So I think that's the only good thing Fortnite really has going for it.
Well, see how that goes. So GTA 6 got a couple of leaks here. So we don't know if they're true or not. They could be true, maybe, take with a grain of salt in a way.
Okay.
Obviously, they're talking about how you have the radio in GTA 5. You can listen to music in the car, all this and that. Possible soundtrack leaks for the radio, I guess. I don't know who anyone know a Panama, a musician Panama
Mm-mm.
No.
person either. Neon Indian.
No.
I've never heard of that, bro.
What is this? Some like EDM type shit or what?
So it's just saying like they're going to be adding music into the game, and I guess this is who it's made by. I don't know too much about
Wait,
it.
Neon what?
Neon Indian, bro.
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either.
Who is Neon Indian? So it's Alan Palomo, a Mexican-born, Texas-raised artist producer. Anybody heard Deadbeat Summer? Should have taken acid with you.
No.
Yeah, bro. I've never heard of this.
I guess he's got some stuff in Grand Theft Auto 5 too.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know who this dude is.
Yeah, I guess that's just some stuff that got leaked.
It sounds like he's back. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's back.
So I don't know if you guys know anything about the GTA 5 modding stuff. The
I know a
modded
little
servers and stuff like that, where you could role play and do all that
Like T
shit.
Grizzly and shit does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for GTA 6, they're not sure how they're going about that at the moment. So then Bitcoin servers and all this other talk might not be happening because Rockstar is shutting down third-party mod platforms. So instead, like going through a different website to buy a server or get a server, they're shutting all that down. They don't want no more of that. If they're going to have a server, it's going to be from them. So the modding aspect of changing the game around a little bit may not happen for this GTA.
Which is kind of like what we talked about when we first talked GTA 6.
Yeah.
We were talking, how are they going to do the mods? How are they going to do RP? And we talked about, are they going to do it on their themselves? And that just pretty much summed it up right there.
Yes. Again, if these leaks are true,
You never know.
I'm not sure. They could be. They could not. It's just what I've heard.
And I mean, I could see it being that just because it's one of those things that it is taking what 12 years now.
And with with so many pushbacks,
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
been so many rumors. You know what I mean?
So I could see it 100%. They're just like, yep, nope, fuck that. We're going to do it ourselves. Have fun, boys.
Yep. That's where it's at. I mean, that's also kind of a good thing though, because it also, if that is the case of them starting to come up with server ideas, then that means they're already getting down like the online part of the game. And they're not just thinking about the single player campaign.
Well, and it makes me wonder with, the rumors of real life currency with inside the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they're thinking about it now, I would imagine that they're thinking about that already. You know what I mean?
It would be sick. But it would be crazy if you had to go see a therapist and you tell them that you're a GTA 6 gambling addict and you spend all your money in GTA 6 and then get killed a bunch of times by some probably hacker that is just going to steal your money. You gotta, you don't know where this is gonna go, because if you die and you can get robbed in game, or you can somehow someone can steal the money you have.
Right.
What if there's a guy that is like, I'm just gonna go God mode in this bitch and kill all these people and take all their money?
And that's something Rockstar's got to be on the lookout for, right?
Yep.
So they're going to have their work cut out for them, I think.
For sure.
But I think this way it gives them a little bit more control over that server base. Whereas before they really didn't have that much control besides on their online section. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. But
I don't know, we'll see. GTA 6, 12 years later. Maybe 13. Who knows?
Right.
Well, closing out of my whole video game topics here. The current release date for GTA 6 is November 19th, 2026. And they say there's going to be a marketing push expected to ramp up in the summer. So be expected to possibly see some more advertisement on the game, more talk. We'll see.
I did see something like that just recently, like on X and whatnot, through Rockstar mainly. But yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. We had that one big trailer release last year, and then the second one was supposed to drop.
Yep.
And it never dropped. And then everyone's devastated and like, what the fuck?
Well, did you hear that when it dropped, like, a bunch of people were trying to sue Rockstar? Oh, they're copying me. They're taking my identity. You didn't?
Yeah, like the whole Florida guy with the tattoos and shit. Yeah. Okay, yeah, the game's based in Florida. Okay, yeah, there's a dude that looks similar to you. Who gives a rat's ass? All they're here for is the damn money, because that's what they're chasing. They wanted the money because, oh well, hey, look, they used a person that looked like me. No, that's not how fucking shit works.
Right.
If they wanted you to be a part of the game, they wanted you to be CGI. You know how many motherfuckers who have full body tattoos?
Right.
You're not the only one, dude. So
No.
relax. Like, come on, chill. Take a fucking break.
Right. Just trying to get that money any way
Trying
possible.
to get the bread, so they ain't gotta actually work for it. That wrap up video games for the week?
Yep, that's all I really got. Nothing crazy happening this week.
All right. All right, Clint. I'm gonna let you ride this one out.
I got a lot, dude. So I'm sorry you're gonna have to dig in the folder. Okay.
Fuck, man.
But I'm gonna make it easy, where it's not like last time where you're jumping around.
I'm always jumping around here.
So I want to get to these before Cody rolls, because he's gonna have some knowledge on one of them.
All right.
So I'm gonna start at the top here. We're gonna start with Pokemon instead of horror this week.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Yes, because I've actually recently been getting into Pokemon too. But anyway, starting at the top,
Thank you, babe.
from what I'm hearing, like I said, don't quote me. I'm pretty sure this is all legit, but I'm hearing 6 Pokemon sets are going to be discontinued this April, and I have a video of it.
What? Okay.
Pokemon sets are
Damn, out.
officially going out of print this April, and here's the full list. Scarlet and Violet Base, Obsidian Flames, Paradox Rift, Paldea Evolved 151, and Paldean Fates are all being discontinued. If you're looking to grab any of these sets at retail, now is the time before they're gone for good. We can expect last restocks of all these sets to be happening in the coming weeks. So if you want restock alerts for these sets while they're still available, download CCN on the App Store so you don't miss out.
So if this is legit, you better get them soon, or they're going to skyrocket, I feel like.
That Obsidian Flames, that really does suck. I'm not going to lie. Obsidian Flames was one of my favorite sets. I wish I would have been able to collect them all, but, you know, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
Dude, Phantasmal Flames. You got to go check out Mecha, bro. You got to go check out Mecha Cardboard.
I'll say I got lucky. Well, the reason why I didn't go to Mecca today is because they were hosting a Pokemon tournament at 6.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm not going to be up in that store shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of, no offense, but nerds, bro. Sweaty. No, thank you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm a nerd, but I'm a closeted nerd, bro. You know what I mean? I don't go out in public saying, hey, I collect Pokemon cards. You know, I keep it to my friend group.
It's not that bad, right? Like, I mean,
no, I don't know how to play the game. I think I tried when I was a kid when it first came out, but
the
I
game's
like
really
some of the cards.
Yeah,
it's really not hard to play.
It's really fun, actually.
No,
I mean, it's pretty like self-explanatory. Like, if you've played the games or anything like that,
right?
Say
it all makes sense.
Me, Jordan, and
It
Zach
just
all know how to
confuses
play.
me, like when the trainer cards kind of come into play and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But
They're all right there on the card for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gives you all the details for the most part. I mean, now I don't know how many fucking cards you can have in a deck at a time.
I think it's like 19 or 20. I think.
Okay.
If I remember from when we used to play. Yeah. From when we used to play, I think it was only 19 or 20.
I feel like that's too low.
It might be.
Might have to Google that. I don't know.
I can fact check that right now. Let me pull it up. I still have the game on my phone.
Yeah, I feel like that's too low because you got to think about all the evolutions, the energies.
I'm not sure. I really don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just, I don't know how that works. Or is energy kind of its own thing and you just keep that in its own pile? I can't remember.
Let's see.
I know you get energy every turn.
20 cards.
But
20
cards. If you're looking. If you're playing the game the TCG Pokemon way. Like, I know there's alternative ways, but. You know.
So, like, how do energies work?
I don't know.
So, do you just have, like, an energy deck?
Yeah, I would imagine you have your own separate energy deck. And I know that if you have... I think there's got to be a way you have to split it, too. Like, you can't just have all the same one unless you're like going for that type of deck.
Right. Or depending on the number of Pokemon you have of that set or that deck is based on a number of how many energies you can have within your energy deck. I don't fuck.
I want that card in real life. Can't see that, can you? No. Damn. It's a badass looking card.
Buying cards on pod. Nice. I got you guys in a bad fucking hobby.
Yeah.
Bro, that was on Pocket Pokemon, dude. Looking at those cards.
The shit that we can't afford.
Right. The next one, Cody will know the set I'm talking about. The one that dropped at Costco, like last week? You know what I'm talking about, Cody?
No.
Yeah, The deal at Costco.
Phasmatical Flames or Ascended Heroes?
Yes. The one that was like an $80 box for 40 or whatever.
So these bitches, these Phasmatical Flames.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a video, like a collage of videos of some scalping gone crazy for this shit.
All
This
right,
is
here
why
we go.
we can't wait for this one. This is why we say we
Scalpers.
hate y'all, motherfuckers.
Yeah, ridiculous. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I like the caption. Grown men, by the way.
Yeah.
Crashing, boy.
Damn, I hope it plays.
Everyone in fucking Holland today was all peaceful, bro. It was all peace.
That's good at least.
Buddy's
What a
floating.
fucking video,
He
bro.
is floating,
what a
dude.
video.
Buddy is floating on that screen right now.
He's still got 1 foot on the floor.
Yeah, mine's playing just fine on the tablet.
And he's got his hands in his pants. Pause. What the fuck is going on?
I can play it on my tablet. I don't know if it'll work.
If you want to share it, go for it.
I guess.
What is going on?
Maybe we'll just skip. I don't know. I don't know why the video's messed up, but played just fine on mine. And then last bit of Pokemon news. Santa Cruz skateboards are coming out with some mystery Pokemon.
Hold on. I got it back. It loaded up.
All right. Oh my god. Oh,
Jesus.
look, that guy just snagged it. Oh my. Bro.
Dude,
Full
relax.
box.
Oh. Nah.
That's
That would
insane,
piss me
dude.
off, dude. That would piss me off, bro. You see that line of people?
That's
Can you imagine somebody
fucking
pushing
crazy.
your wife and shit? Man.
Dude. Oh, no, I would.
I'm beating some ass, bro.
Dude.
Ain't no way.
Over Pokemon cards, bro. It ain't that serious, bro.
That's insane, bro. The scalpers got to stop. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And all right, so here's my take on this. Like, I'm not going scalper base, but Costco, really? Fucking limit to 10? No, limit that shit to 2, please.
Man.
Right. That's ridiculous.
You're
And
gonna go through. You don't even have that much stock to fucking offer 10 per person.
Dude, just sold out in seconds.
Yeah, instantly. Like, make that shit 2, and you're done.
Something.
You know, at least that way. Okay, say they're on a skid. There's 200 boxes. That's at least 100 people who get a fucking couple boxes. Jesus, better than, well, hey, 5 people took a fucking skid. Boom, gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's a shame, bro. It is a shame.
It's fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The whole Pokemon industry right now is not very fun on getting hands on boxes. Unless you get extremely lucky. Like I did today.
No, dude, it's not.
I
even,
walked in the
it's
store.
Not,
Perfect time.
it's not even fucking Pokemon, bro. I mean, it's all TCG. I mean, I you can't just say straight Pokemon either, because I mean, how often can you find One Piece? How often?
Right.
I mean, you
That's
can find
non-existent.
Magic. Right. You can find some Magic stuff here and there, but it's like the shit nobody wants.
Yeah.
But like anything that, you know, you potentially actually want, you can't get your hands on.
Spider-Man or Magic Spider-Man cards, or can't find them anymore.
I'd like to try and find some TMNT ones, but I can't go find those
Right.
in my store. I can tell you that much.
Go on, collects.
I don't need no fucking Magic cards, dude. If I want, I don't even know the game, dude. Like 100%, I have no idea about the game.
I've been scrolling everything on there.
Unless, I was to find a slab that's already slabbed, or I should say, not even, if I was to find a slab that's valuable and I can get it for a decent price and I can flip it, okay, then I'll buy a Magic card. But
Right.
I'm not going out to buy Magic cards just to buy Magic cards. The only reason I might go get like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones is because I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hell yeah.
I like the Spider-Man ones.
Yeah, I would love to get my hands on some Spider-Man ones. But like, if it's something I enjoy, I might buy a pack just for the artwork on a card. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm never going to play the game. I ain't going to have a fucking clue on how to play the game.
No.
I mean, I have One Piece that I have no clue how to play the game, which I'm sure it's kind of like Pokemon, maybe.
Right.
I have a better sense of Pokemon over One Piece, that's for sure. But the artwork on a card is just so much better in like,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah.
The card and artwork on it, and I think, I don't know why, but they just definitely look better than what Pokemon did in their like first editions. You know what I mean? Like, granted, I know One Piece ain't like on first edition, but even their first editions like blew Pokemon first edition out of the water. Granted, it hasn't been around that long, whereas Pokemon's on its 30th year, but
Yeah. I don't know when.
But speaking of 30th anniversary of Pokemon, I don't know if you guys seen originally when these dropped. Santa Cruz skateboards are dropping mystery Pokemon skate decks this fall.
Really?
Skate
And we got a picture of them. They're pretty sweet. And they're just like the cards almost, except like you can pull some rares. The gold on the bottom are the rares.
Yo.
Interesting.
What the fuck?
Wait, so they're doing a blind bag skateboard?
Yep, the middle picture with Pikachu on it, that's how it looks when you get the blind bag.
Wow. I want that Charizard.
I want the Gengar up top.
I would say the Mewtwo and the Mew.
Yeah, they're all cool, dude.
Oh, they even have Charmander. Damn. Oh, bro.
Dude, they got the whole evolutions.
That's fucking sick, yo.
But I do like the golden Charizard, the golden Pikachu, and the golden Gyarados.
Bro, yeah, I'm a fan of all the gold ones.
Like, I don't.
And I think these are anywhere from like $70 to $80 from what I've seen.
I mean, does it come with trucks and wheels?
Nope, just the deck.
All right, well, that's fucked up. Give me some trucks and wheels, and then, all right, maybe I'm in, but...
I'd almost want to hang it on the wall.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it would still be cool if you had trucks and wheels on it. You know what I mean?
But yeah, just the deck for like $70, $80.
I mean, they're cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Is that a Snorlax? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. And a Magikarp?
Yeah, those are cool as fuck.
Solid.
Different. Definitely different.
Yeah.
So that wraps up Pokemon. A lot of Funkos dropped since the last time we talked. And I got some horror news as well, some horror trailers as well. I guess we'll start with Funkos. Disney dropped like 7 new Funkos. All we got pictures. Some Toy Story, Lion King, Ratatouille.
There's way more than just that, too.
Yeah, I think I sent you quite a bit.
Oh, wow. Yo, that Stitch one would be perfect for my wife. Should go nuts for that one.
That one glows in the
glow in the
dark,
dark too. Yeah,
Ooh, bro, that'd be kind of sick on the show.
I am a fan of the Simba one though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's sweet too.
Teddy bear all the way, bro.
Yeah, flocked too. So fuzzy.
And then the next picture over, Funko dropped some Biddy Towns.
I did hear about this. I just got the email today about it.
Dude, they're actually pretty cool when you see them. Some of them are actual like Loungefly. Funko's linked with them about like the backpack, purses, wallets.
They have a Funko headquarters.
Yeah, that's cool as
Yo.
hell.
Who's
So
that
anybody
down
into
there?
the biddies, cool little town to start up.
Donut shop employee, arcade patron. Who the hell is this? Is that an arcade employee?
Oh, there's two arcades.
Mondo. What's Mondo? Whoa. Mondo employee, Mondo arcade. So you got a super arcade and a Mondo arcade.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then the next picture up, these ones are sweet. The shelf sitters. I don't know if anybody's seen these. Almost like the Pennywise with the dripping blood.
Oh, man.
Oh, bro, that scream.
Isn't that sweet?
So I guess the real question comes down to, is Funko going to an out-of-box collectible?
Yeah, that Ghostface would be coming out the box, bro.
Yeah, this one for sure.
Perfect spot.
Definitely different. I like them though. They are cool.
Yeah, definitely a different idea. And then also in Funko news, they dropped a Justice League Dark Funkos.
The Swamp Thing though.
The Swamp Thing is badass.
Constantine ain't bad with the whole headstone.
Yup, and the fucking skeleton behind him.
Yeah, coming out of the ground. Looks like you got zombie arms too.
So I know Swamp Thing, but I'm not too familiar with like the other Justice League Dark characters.
No.
Yeah, I don't have any background on any of these whatsoever.
Swamp Thing, I know a little bit, but other two, I have no clue.
He was always a cool character.
Interesting. Swamp Thing is pretty sweet though.
Yeah. And then next on our list, we had I know nothing about this show or movie, K-pop Demon Hunter Funkos.
Jeez, I hate this show. Sorry. If y'all
I've
love
never
K-pop
seen it.
Demon Hunters, I guess I'm not. My daughter ain't to the age of this show yet, but I have nieces that dude binge the fuck out of this show.
Yeah, I'm not familiar of what they do or what it is, but yeah, we got the whole.
They are. Cody, have you seen it? Your kids watch this?
They're demon hunters, bro.
They're demon hunters.
They're Korean
but they
demon
sing
hunters.
and dance and shit, right?
Yeah,
Look, man.
and it's animated.
Okay.
But they do like live concerts and stuff like that. They do tour. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are something different.
Yeah.
This ain't their first release on K-pop though, I don't think, right?
I don't believe so. I think we talked about it in another episode, like one of our early episodes, but I'm not sure.
I think this is just one of their biggest releases.
Yeah. Got the whole gang.
Got the whole gang.
And then Funko also dropped another limited chase, Oliver and Company from Disney.
Dude, the sunglasses
Yeah.
and the angry cat? That's sweet for a chase.
And I'm sure that'll go for big money too.
I don't know. I'm sure the chase will be worth something pretty good. But
Yeah.
like we've mentioned before, I mean, anything Disney related kind of, here's the bar of standard. Disney goes.
Right.
You know? So who knows?
And then I only got 2 more Funko news, I promise. They are dropping a Spirograph Funko,
Whoa.
including a Blacklight Ultra Chase.
It's a glow in the dark chase.
Okay.
That is weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it, but I mean,
Are all
to
these
any of
little
those that played with a Spirograph,
are all of these circles part of it? Like, are they all connected?
I believe so.
Huh. That thing can't be small then.
Yeah, it might be a bigger size one. I'm not sure.
I wonder if it'll be a luxury or maybe just be a jumbo 11-inch. I don't know. That one's different.
Really different. And then last, Cody might get excited. I don't know if any of you played Yu-Gi-Oh when you were younger.
I don't think
Funko
Cody
just dropped some Yu-Gi-Oh, and it looks like they're busting out the cards, bro.
I don't know, Cody. Did you play Yu-Gi-Oh?
Depends.
All right, so I played Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid, but like,
yeah, it was big when I was in school.
These three are, yes, by far the biggest cards that you could have, and yes, it is cool that they're trying to pop out of the card. But would I buy them today? No.
No. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to stay away from the Funkos right now.
I mean, they are cool. I mean, if you are a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, I mean, I'm sure this is something that you've probably all been waiting for because I don't think there really was much of a Yu-Gi-Oh series.
Right.
Like this. So I'm kind of curious on where they continue to go with this.
I hope they do it with Pokemon cards too, like Pokemon jumping out the cards. I would buy some.
What I would like to see if they were going to do Pokemon is I'd like to see. So Yu-Gi-Oh, they came out of the card. What I'd like to see with Pokemon is them coming out of a ball.
That would be sweet too.
Yeah,
that would be a cool idea.
Yeah,
that one would be like top notch. I mean, or if anyone in the vinyl industry is listening to this and y'all want a little hint here, definitely make a move on Pokeball with an actual Pokemon coming out of it.
That'd be badass.
Kind of like the Pikachu Lego set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you get that ball action with the lightning, him coming out of the ball, lights out, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where I take it. I think that would be cool if you want something of that pop out nature because that's what they do, right? They pop out of a Pokeball. So that'd be my take on it. What's your thoughts on that, Cody?
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. Pokeball.
Yeah. Whole wall lined with Pokemon with Pokeballs.
Yeah. I would think, and I will say, if they're coming out of the Pokeball, they might be an out of box for me. I feel like I would rather see that out of the box than in the box. So,
yeah.
The Yu-Gi-Oh also did look
hasn't
cool.
Made it. I'm surprised Pikachu hasn't made it out of the box yet.
Yeah, no, Pikachu staying in the box.
And then next on my list, I know it's gonna sound weird. You know how we talked about the Pennywise vinyl with the blood in it? What y'all know about a vinyl with barbecue sauce in it?
Is it barbecue sauce?
Oh, it's not only barbecue sauce, it's B-Dub's barbecue sauce.
Is B-Dub's barbecue sauce?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
T-Pain linked up with B-Dubs, and they made a vinyl record
Damn
with
it.
real barbecue sauce in the record.
We gotta see
Screen.
this.
My screen is black. God damn it, I want to see this.
Let's go Buffalo Wild. Let's do our thing. In Buffalo Wild Wings. Gotta make us style. Let's go Buffalo Wild. I'm dripping in sauce. I'm a beat up house.
Dripping in sauce. Let's go.
Dripping in sauce. Jeez. Dude, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
How do you
I just thought it was a weird ass thing to have, but B-Dubs, I think, has it on their website. I'm sure if you go on T-Pain's Instagram, whatever, you can find it for sale.
I'm curious. How did they get it in there?
Yeah. But I do know there's quite a few vinyls out there, not with barbecue sauce, but like with the blood, stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't think the blood was like, was there blood inside of it? Like a fake blood
Yeah.
inside of it? Okay.
We just didn't have a video of it.
Okay. See, what my interpretation of that image was it was half red, half white. When it spun, it looked like blood.
Oh no, when it spins, it's actual drips down and stuff.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, no. I can't even imagine.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
let me put T-Pain on real quick. Oh, but hey, check this out.
That's
Barbecue
funny. So I
sauce,
thought that was a
bitch.
pretty funny video.
Get drunk, bust it open, start dipping your chicken nuggets in it.
Right.
Just like, I need a barbecue sauce, bro.
Damn,
I'm
already-
hungry.
Hey, babe, we ain't got no barbecue sauce? All right, hey, bust out the vinyl.
Right.
Right, this bitch open.
It's like that one, like, you know, if you're a mechanic, you know, you have like a 10 millimeter socket inside of a glass box that says break if, you know, in an emergency, because
Yeah.
you always lose a 10 millimeter socket.
Yeah.
Break in case of emergency if we don't have no barbecue sauce.
Exactly. Crack that bitch in half.
That's good.
And then this past week, they had a toy fair, I believe either in Vegas or California.
No,
one or the other.
it was New York.
New York. Okay.
Yep, New York Fan Fair. Yeah, I got a little bit on that later too, but continue.
So there was a million pictures. I only took a couple that I thought were cool, especially I always talk about horror. They're actually made it they're coming out with a Scream figure, but they're tying it into the Scary Movie franchise. I got 2 pictures of it, so you'll see what I'm talking about in the first picture. Yeah. So they're dropping this soon, and then the very next one, that's what the box looks like. And it's got interchangeable masks.
Jesus.
That is cool though.
Definitely cool they put the Scary Movie version in.
Yeah. I love the hands too.
Yeah, cool as hell. And then lastly, for the figures, at the same toy fair, they dropped some new Batman figures coming out. They look really cool from NECA.
This is from Batman Return?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, because I think it's the Keaton.
And that's Danny DeVito, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So definitely, I think they're dropping very shortly. So like I said, I know Target carries a lot of NECA, Walmart.
I'd be curious to see what they're going for. I'm sure the Scream
Yeah.
one probably ain't like that crazy expensive, but I'm sure it's probably at least 3 figures, you know, probably $100.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Batman's probably up there, maybe a little bit further beyond that,
Yeah.
just because, you know, it's the name behind it, right? It's Batman.
Right.
So,
Yep.
I mean, that's just what happens when you carry the Caped Crusader, right?
Yeah.
So, it'd be nice to
And
get a price point,
then-
though.
Yeah. I'd be curious. Like I said, my guess is going to be like 50 a box, depending on how big they are, but they could be up there too.
Yeah, and these don't really give us that clear of an imagery of how big they are. If they're 12-inch versus 8-inch or 18, who knows?
Right. And then next up, a few movie trailers, horror movie trailers dropped this week, just the teasers. The first one I'm going to talk about is The Mummy. It looks pretty good, bro. I don't know if you've seen any of the trailers for it.
I just seen that trailer.
Dude, it looks badass.
Bro,
You just seen it?
looks sick.
How long is this? We got a minute? All right. I think I have seen this one. James Wan. Of course.
No.
417, huh?
So keep an eye out for that. And then next teaser trailer, I'm definitely want to see this as well. Psycho Killer.
What? Yeah, what?
It looks epic, bro.
What is this about? A
It
psycho
almost
killer?
reminds me of like Hard Eyes, if you saw that.
It hasn't even been 48 hours since you buried your husband.
Oh, huh?
What I hope to help you come to grips with, no matter how many times you replay what happened, the outcome is inescapable.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
Yeah.
this is
That's
kind of
definitely different.
yeah.
Yeah. So I want to check that out.
Makes me kind of worried to watch the movie, bro.
Yeah, no shit.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna hear the devil whispering in my ear, dude.
Right. And then I guess I should have added it with Cody's news. There's a new game coming out called Directive 8020. And I got the trailer.
Directed 80/20.
Yeah.
You gotta let me in. They're right behind me.
It's like a survival game.
Yeah.
You can't leave me out here. Please.
Gotta make a choice.
Leave his ass.
Damn.
That's cold.
The hell was that?
alien?
The question is, what are you going to do about it?
Shapeshifters?
Something alien or? May 12th.
That one's
So-
definitely different. But
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how that like gameplay is.
Yeah,
Right.
when you die, do you restart from the beginning? Like, can you not die at all? Like, does every choice you make have an impact?
Yeah, I'd be curious. I'm sure there's save points. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and is it just like, oh, well, you just pick an option, whether you abandon it or save them? Like, you know what I mean?
Betraying every time.
Almost
the
kind of reminds
imposter.
me like of a Fable style. Like every choice could change the game.
Yeah, I could see where that could be it.
But yeah, that's it for my news.
Well, unfortunately, I gotta head out, boys.
All right, man.
All right, my guy.
Take care.
See you later, everybody. Like, comment,
Take it
subscribe.
easy, bro.
Like, comment, subscribe, give us hate in the comments. We're waiting
Yep.
for it. Let's go.
Waiting for it.
Overwatch is better. All right, I'm gone.
All right, see ya.
All right.
Well, shit, that leaves me then, huh? Well,
Yes, sir.
fuck. All right. Well, we got a jumbo fucking realm of shit. All right. So, latest news in collecting and collectibles. Obviously, we're going to talk about it first and foremost. The record-breaking TCG and sports sales. We all know. If you don't know, you should know. Just last week on Sunday, the Pikachu Illustrator PSA 10 sold for a whopping $16.49 million at Golden Auctions.
It's unreal, bro.
Absolutely astonishing and just out of this world when it comes to TCG and a card, right? I mean, I've seen 15 mil come out of a sports card, which would have been, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
Right.
Like two giant names like that. But for it to be just a Pikachu Illustrator, Japanese version card is just absolutely insane. Anyways, the sale was purchased by, or I should say the Illustrator was purchased by AJ Scaramucci. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. He was given the card, put around his neck at time of closure of the auction by Logan Paul, as mentioned recently in past episodes. It was going to be hand delivered by Logan. Logan just wrapped it around his neck. And this dude, from what I've read, AJ is a collector of very odd things. He has been talking about trying to get his hands on a version of either the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution.
Jesus, dude, how much money does this dude have?
So from my understanding, he was, and I could be completely wrong, but I thought I had heard something about him being a potential PR personnel for Jake Paul.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do a quick search real quick.
That's insane, bro.
I do know his dad was somewhere in the White House somehow, some way, Okay, so he's a capitalist entrepreneur. He's the son of Anthony Scaramucci, which is the founder of Skybridge Capital and former White House communications director.
Okay.
It says AJ built emerging technologies focusing on fields like AI, biotech, and blockchain. Okay, so this makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, so he intends to acquire such as a T-Rex fossil and a copy of the Declaration of Independence.
Damn.
So yeah. So I thought it was one of the two, and I definitely knew about the T-Rex fossil.
Dude, that's insane. Like I said, to even have the money to like think about buying the Declaration, bro.
And I don't even know, you can't. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that's not something you can just buy. Like,
No.
and my mind is he's probably wanting like a legitimate copy. Like, I want it on the same paper. I want it made the same way. Like shit
Right.
that's like, ancient. Like hard to do.
Right.
So anyways, on that note, some sports benchmarks. The LeBron James 2003 Topps Chrome Gold Refractor just cleared $1.1 million
Damn.
on a sale. And then on top of that, we all know the rare 1952 Mickey Mantle still remains a seven-figure staple within the card industry for baseball. Magic the Gathering, though. We're going to back to TCG. They continue to see modernization when it comes to one-to-one serialized cards. With that one-to-one, it comes with high-end sales, right? So the highest end sale that they've had on a one-to-one Magic card is $2 million.
Dude.
Yeah. So for a Magic card, like I said, I don't know how to play the game. I don't know what the game consists of. I don't even know what cards are one of ones, I don't know what to chase when it comes down to that.
No.
But who knows? So apparently, I mean, those are record-breaking TCGs and sports sales and the latest news there. And now bringing it back to what you were talking about, the old 2026 Toy Fair, which is New York Toy Fair, which happened last weekend, highlighted that, quote, adults now account for roughly 25% of all toy sales.
Damn.
And did you get the word there? Adults? Yeah. So adult collectors now. Okay. Yeah. It was a good one. A major trend shift is moving towards low-tech, tactile collectibles like your botanical-themed Lego sets, Squishmallows, sensory-focused items to counter digital fatigue. So instead of being on the phone, blah, 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 shit being in your face, whatever. And then there's obviously the nostalgia wave, which is the search for 2000s era toys, which surged by 140%, driving demand for the Y2K era collectibles. So what I mean by that 2000s era, we're talking...
What, like Ninja Turtles?
No, like this thing gets wild, all right? So it's,
all right.
Tamagotchi.
No shit. Damn, it's been a minute since I heard of that.
Yeah, so they're selling for anywhere from 50 to 250, depending on the shell rarity. Bandai has leaned into this by releasing heritage editions that look exactly like the 04 versions, but with a modern battery life.
Tamagotchi, dude. Wow.
Hasbro's Furbies.
They're not coming out again, are they?
No, it's just saying like, what the Y2K era is buying and like what the surges are. So it was a massive hit with the adults.
Dude, Furbies.
definitely hunting. So the main hunt is for the 1998 original Tiger Electronics version, and then the '05 Emototronic models.
Okay.
So there's people hunting these old things. And if you
Right.
got some, you better get pricing because there's some people
Sitting
out
on a
here.
treasure chest.
Yeah, you might be sitting on a gold mine. You don't even know it yet. Some other ones. This is going in the pocket-sized category. So obviously there's a massive surge of blind boxes, right? So it kind of mirrors the playground trading craze from back in the early 2000s. Obviously, you know, there's some people that might be listening that, you know, weren't on the playground in 2000. But like Littlest Pet Shop,
Dude,
yeah. So they're seeing a 140% increase in search volume.
damn.
So people are out here, like I said, this Y2K era is just booming. So the original G1 and G2 pets with the small magnets in their paws are
Yeah.
mainly what people are hunting for. And then I never heard of this one, so I don't know. You might have Crazy Bones.
Dude, I used to play with those.
And if you don't know what those are, they're small plastic figurines which have been seen in a niche resurgence or culture on social media. Um, People are buying bulk lots to find rare translucent and metallic variants. So like what
Dude,
how big are these things, dude?
like this big, dude.
So they're
So it was like a little game, like you'd pick. So me and you would be playing against each other. I'd line like 10 crazy bones on the floor. You'd line 10 up,
uh-huh.
probably like 5 to 6 feet apart. And you flick them. And if I knock yours down, me and my friends would play for keeps. So whatever one I knocked over, I'd get to keep it. But if you
Damn.
knocked all mine down, you get to keep all mine.
So it was like worse than trading cards. Like you were stealing shit
Yeah.
from motherfuckers.
And you'd get them in like this plastic thing, and they'd be in a bag, and you wouldn't know what ones are in there. So you'd open it up, and some would have glitter on them, some would be clear, some would just be a solid color.
Okay, so makes sense on the whole translucent and metallics.
And they almost would come with like a little picture thing that stretched out, and it would tell you all the rares, the commons, just like any Pokemon cards, whatever.
Yeah, let's say like how the trainer box has like your whole set.
Yeah.
Like I said, dude, wild. These kidults are out here being wild. You know.
Yeah, dude. Man, it's been a minute since I've even thought of Crazy Bones.
And it's funny to think that I'm one of those now.
Yeah.
So yeah, going on from that, we're going on to dolls.
Okay.
So brats. I don't know.
Brats, I'm familiar.
So the original Flaunt It or Tokyo A Go-Go sets that are still in the box are reaching up to $200 a doll.
Dude.
Yeah. And that's from the 2001 first editions.
Damn. Girls, check your closets. Barbies, brats.
Something, dude. If you had brats as a kid and your parents didn't get rid of them, call mom and dad. See where they are and see if you ain't got some of these laying around. Because like I said,
insane.
Some of these are a gold mine. And when we get down to the next section of this, you'll understand. The other one is Monster High. So it was technically, 2010 when the original G1 dolls began. But with the mall goth aesthetic that pleases the Gen Z fashion. So those, they don't really have too much of a breakdown on price, but it's still late 2000s era. So technically still falls in the realm and things are moving pretty hot right there. So
That's crazy, dude.
Those two dolls. But if you got some Bratz dolls laying around, check your closet.
Yeah,
Like I said, there's a lot of things that you might be sitting on a gold mine that you never thought would exist.
that's insane, bro.
Now moving on to the fun part. Retro tech and gaming, bro.
Okay.
So we're talking specifically Game Boy Advance SP model and the Nintendo DS Lite are a complete gold standard, right? Things that I don't know how many times I broke these damn things as a kid
Same.
just because I would take them everywhere.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
and it's crazy to think that there's some still around.
Yeah, people still play them, dude. My local video game store, they have shelves of games and
It's
Game Boys and shit.
crazy. I need to take a trip to Game Pawn in Kalamazoo because I
Yeah.
know they got some. I just don't know how much one of these motherfuckers is going to cost me.
Dude, I think you'd be surprised. I think some of them are going up there now.
Right. So it's like, damn, do I really want to get into this? This would be nice to have again. Because,
Right.
and I'm about to get into it, but I want to get back into Pokemon. Like, I want to be playing Nintendo Game Boy or DS with some Pokemon. Like, I'm tired
Yeah.
of playing this shit on my phone and it be just the game. Like, just the actual TCG game version of it. I want to be able to play the damn game on some
Dude,
type of device.
same. I've been itching. I think I'm going to get that Pokemon ZA on the Switch.
Like, I have a Switch, right? But it's all hooked up to my upstairs, like, main TV. I don't want to sit there and play Pokemon and, you know,
Right.
I got a wife and kid, bro. Like, but a Game Boy, dude, I'm lost, dude. I'm gonna be fun.
Yeah. Right.
But a mint condition Pokemon Emerald cartridge. You want to take a guess on what you could fetch one of those for?
300.
All right, you're a little high, but you could fetch one of those in a mint condition version from anywhere from 150 to $500.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know how far that 500 runs, what type of condition it's in, if it even has been out of the box.
Right. 500
know.
probably sealed in the box.
Probably. But who's that person that bought Pokemon Emerald and didn't even open the box?
Man. I don't even know, but there is video game collectors like that.
I know, but dude, unless you bought two of them.
Right.
I mean, back then, what was a game? Fuck, $20
Probably 20, 30 bucks is my guess.
for just one of those games. I can imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the DS was like 40, 50 at some point.
Right. When they started getting advanced with the touchscreen shit or the stylus,
Yeah,
I know they started getting up there.
right. They had to cover their costs somewhere.
Right.
The other one coming down the line, Digicams. An early 2000s point and shoot camera, such as Canon PowerShot or the Nikon Coolpix, are being collected as toys by younger
Really?
fans who want the lo-fi Y2K photo aesthetics. And I don't know where
No shit.
Y2K comes in from for a photo aesthetic. I feel like this was like
Dude.
90s early 2K. You know,
Right.
like
And I used to have a bunch of those cameras too, dude.
it's crazy. Like cameras are I don't know how tech can be so outdated but so popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm talking like
insane.
Polaroid, like the original Polaroid. You know how much money you
Yeah.
could get from a original Polaroid
Man.
in working condition if it still worked, dude,
Right.
fortune.
It's crazy.
Lastly on the gaming side of this, we have obviously the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, 1996. Welcome here. 30 years old. Yep, I know. I'm fucking getting there. Pokemon turns 30, that means I turn 30. Motherfucker. But they're going to have special releases, stamped promos. I haven't seen the schedule, but they state that they're out somewhere. So I'm currently on the look of where those promos are scheduled, because they have a whole year listed.
Okay.
I just don't. I gotta find it. So when we find it, we'll let y'all know. Some industry shakeups. We have obviously, like as we spoke last week on the Fanatics takeover of all sports cards. Some 2026, we know April 1st, Fanatics finally takes over NFL, so then they'll hold all the licensing rights to all sports, which is I'm almost curious to see what happens, right?
Yeah.
I I I don't know how one person can hold all the licensing.
Dude, yeah. It's going to be a lot.
And licensing these days is a lot more, there's a lot more scrutiny when it comes to licensing. I mean, you're talking hella lawsuits and all this other stuff.
Right.
So like back then it wasn't that big of a deal to put, the logo of a team on a card. Well, if the guy was wearing it, like you didn't have to Photoshop it out. Like we were just a card maker. We were just taking pictures, making cards. Cool.
Right.
Now you got into legal terms and it's going to be a whole ordeal. I don't know what's to come. I hope it all comes out well. Hopefully Fanatics doesn't take it overboard. I do want to see what they do with, like, obviously serial numbered cards, all their variant cards, because we really haven't seen much from them. Like Topps finally, like, slowly started making some variants in the last couple years with their football cards. So I'm curious to see, like, what do we get a downtown? Do we get
Right.
these kabooms that we're also used to? But what does Fanatics have in their mind that's gonna make it a card such as like a holy grail of a kaboom or a downtown? I don't know.
Right.
So we're gonna have to play it by ear and see what Fanatics comes up with. I'm gonna have to find a date on when they actually drop an NFL pack. Just
Okay.
because I know I mean, they take control April 1st, but when's that first, you know, box dropping? You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Hopefully
Like,
shortly after.
I would imagine they would probably have something, and I don't know, they might have something right at April 1st. I don't know. I'd be interested to see. Maybe I'll try and talk to some of the guys at the um Tops Rip It event this weekend over at TNT Cards down in Portage. We'll see if they might have some type of idea too. So we might get some more details on that.
Okay.
Some other just out of the ordinary collectibles that went on a high end auction in Q1 of 2026 so far. We're still in Q1 technically. Q1 ends in March, so but as of right now, most luxurious, I should say, or pop cultural niche collectible that did sell came out of a movie. Do you want to take a guess on what movie that potentially was?
Man, there's so many movies. Give me a genre it was in.
Sci-fi.
All right.
At
Let's
least
go
I
with
think.
Alien. Let's go with Alien.
No. I'll give
I
you
don't
one
know.
more. I'll give you one more. It's a massive name.
Apocalypse Now.
What the fuck do you consider Star Wars?
Oh shit. Okay.
All right, yeah. So the Emperor's Royal Guard helmet from Return of the Jedi fetched $125,000 in January.
Damn.
Yeah. So it sustained demand from the original film assets. So I'm curious to know who got their hands on this. And
Dude, I almost wish I had money like that to spend on
You know how cool it would be
collectibles.
to have collectibles like that? Like that's just something like if you had the space to display that. But then it comes down to the situation of like your uncle, right? Like, $80,000 worth of collectibles. But I mean, not all of them see the day of light, you
Right.
know? So like, you know, this helmet, would you want it to see daylight? Would you want to present it to people who come in your house? Like, those are the questions. My opinion is like I think you display it because it's just like a cool
Yeah.
piece. You know what I mean? Like, oh, what's that? Oh, well, that's the Emperor's Royal Guard helmet from Return of the Jedi. Like,
Right.
like
That would be sweet to have. I
I,
would definitely display it.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a flex, but
Right.
like, but it would be cool. Like, I mean, if you were into that type of stuff, I don't
Hell
know.
yeah.
I'm curious to see where the high end auctions go. Obviously, that's not card related and more like pop cultural movie, I'd like to see what Q1 brings because I know there's some things out there that we just don't realize, like what's
Right.
actually valuable, and like we could have thrown it away last year,
Dude.
There's just random stuff out here. So, um, I only got a couple more things. So, what to look out for? We have obviously the Fanatics era, the Fanatics takeover. Like said, we're gonna see what the first year Fanatics looks like. Hopefully they're not terrible, but it might be a card to collect, right? Like it's their first run, you know.
Right.
But here's my question. How well is the design aspect? How well is the manufacturing gonna be? Are we gonna
Yeah.
get, more higher graded cards? Is their quality control better? Those are the questions that I have. Like, I've seen some Topps cards, mainly baseball because they've had MLB for a while.
Right.
A lot of them, they're anywhere from a PSA 8 to, you get, some decent 10s and whatnot. But I feel like I've seen just a lot of, nines just coming out of that. Like, and it
Yeah.
sucks because the pop 10s are just like not there for tops.
Right.
And it sucks because in my opinion Panini's cards weren't the greatest. Like for me as a collector, when I was buying baseball cards, I could never pull the trigger on a Panini baseball card just because it didn't have the logo. It didn't have all the, copyright and licensing issue. And it just didn't
Right.
look right. So I don't know. We're gonna see. Hopefully, we get our hands on potentially maybe a pack. Hopefully, we get some networking going come this weekend. Oh, tomorrow actually.
Hell yeah.
Well, Saturday technically. Because Topps Rip It is kind of a cool little ordeal. You get pretty much a free pack to rip going in store.
Hell yeah.
So if you are into cards, obviously this is going to be presented Sunday, but hopefully if you got a chance to go into a hobby store, hopefully you got to rip some packs. So some other big ones coming out of Fanatics because they are now the king of sports cards.
Yep.
World Cup 2026 hype. With that coming to North America this summer, soccer cards are projected to be on a fast growing category. They're going up, up, up.
Yeah.
Collectors are already moving away from traditional sports to now tracking emerging international stars, right? So your Lionel Messi, your Cristiano Ronaldo, they're, just giant international names.
Yeah.
I've seen a Ronaldo card go for God, way too much money in my eyes.
Same
And
thing with Messi.
Messi too. Anything with Messi just
Yeah.
blown up. Fanatics has stated that they are kind of going to be chasing, and they're gonna hopefully see the surge of high-end women's sports sets. So there's a trend right now, obviously with the WNBA, um, with Caitlin Clark being one of the
Caitlin
bigger
Clark.
names,
Yeah.
but so there's some talks about women's soccer, obviously women's basketball, but you're slowly starting to see the ROIs come in the hobby when it comes to women's sports. So women, you're getting what you wish for, you know. Who
Oh
knows?
yeah.
Maybe one day you'll get to say, "Hey, my card sold for fucking $500,000." Who knows?
Oh yeah.
Some other things that Fanatics did talk about, and some other grading companies have talked about. So they're talking about in utilizing tech to enhance their collectibles, whether it be AR and digital twins. And when I say digital twins, I don't really have the video that they're expressing. But it's looking like Topps is experimenting with cards to update their digital display based on a player's performance.
Okay.
So I don't know if that means, I'm curious, right? Grab said card and like, what do you mean by update their digital display? Like, how do you,
Yeah.
are you putting some type of digital work in here, or what's going on with a card? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm curious to see what they mean by this. Now, the next part I did see, I thought was very, very fascinating. So grading companies such as PSA, CGC are introducing NFC embedded tags and QR codes with inside the slab, which would then allow you to take, I ain't got one, but said slab, said phone, just like, a card reader.
Damn.
Um, and it will allow your phone to instantly verify its pop report, which means how many exist, and the ownership history.
No shit.
So you'll be able to just go beep, and here we are off on a run. Now I can see the whole history of this card, who might have had it, so on and so forth, which is absolutely crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or see how many times it moved. So I'm intrigued to see how this one works.
Right.
Lastly, on the blind box craze. So collectors are now chasing a digital physical hybrid where buying a figure unlocks a character in a said partner game or virtual space.
Really?
So I don't know what this is. I haven't seen anything, but it was on my lookout notes. Like, and some of these
Okay.
blind box crazes, you think Pop Mart, Labubu, or Crybaby.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see what this is. I'm curious
Right.
on, you open a box and you get some type of digital aspect and obviously the physical of that item. I wonder if Thrilljoy might run into something like that.
Right. That'd be cool.
I wonder if Funko's going to run into something like that. They already got
Yeah,
the
I'd be
mystery
curious.
boxes going. So what's the next step on where we go, I don't know at this rate.
Right.
But I'm intrigued to see, especially being a sport or, a cards guy, I'm curious to see all this technology funneling in when it comes to this whole tech driven industry. I mean, obviously, I'd love to sit here and say I'd like my phone to tell me what my card's going to be graded as. I mean, there's apps that are close, but you also have to pay an arm and a leg for it. Why do I
Yeah.
need to pay an arm and a leg for an app that may or may not tell me that, oh yeah, I have a $30 raw card, but if it graded PSA 10, now I have a $250 card.
Right. Not a maybe.
Yeah, not a maybe. Like you're just estimating it. And if that's the case, I would really like to see if and I say this meaningfully, I'd like to see the grading apps be able to do this.
That would be cool.
Integrate AI to say, regardless, if I'm okay with a PSA 9, I'll send it in. You know what I mean? I'll go get it graded.
Right.
But I'd like to know what, these graders might think, and the next question is PSA or CGC or SGC, are they going to go to an AI based? Is the AI too generous?
Yeah.
Because I've heard about some AI grading companies that, some people say that are too generous compared to like a PSA or a CGC. I don't know. I'm very curious to see where the technology goes with the grading companies. And this even goes for comics, right? Like it's not just cards. So I'm curious to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Time will tell, I guess.
Absolutely.
Fucking technology. So who knows? But that's all I got. Nothing too crazy this week.
No.
We're definitely gonna have to see. We're hoping, fingers crossed, that we can get a guest on next week. If not, there will be a secondary podcast launching under the Off the Shelf umbrella. It is going to be called Slabs and Sketches, hosting me. I already got someone lined up, so this channel will be moving with videos. It's just a matter of time. So you'll get more than just one main pod video a week, hopefully. I'm really stressing on it. But we want to give you as much content as what we can. We'd like to get
Hell yeah.
more in depth into each side of our own, potential, whether, Cody be more Pokemon video games, Clint be more just strictly horror and movies. Maybe he gets into the Pokemon realm. I don't know. Shit. I collect some TCG too. So it's like it's just up in the air.
Yeah.
But I was glad to launch Slabs and Sketches before anybody else could take my card scenario, just because anything card related kind of falls in my realm. And
Yeah.
but we're gonna, yeah, so we got Sean coming on next week. He is a comic artist, which will be at MegaCon in March. So it will be Sean Forney. So y'all are gonna have to stay tuned. That is going
Check it
to
out.
drop. So we're scheduled for next week, Saturday. So I got to figure out when we're gonna drop, but it might be a middle of the week thing. I don't know. We're gonna see. Just because timing, allocation, other priorities, shit happens, life happens, right? But here we go. So we appreciate all you listeners out there, fans. If you are a fan and you want some One Piece, let us know. We got Keith giving us a box, and we want to give somebody a box.
Yes.
So definitely give a like to this video if you are into One Piece, and we want to recognize you for being one of the first within our subscriber base, and we'll do a giveaway. I'm down to
For sure.
do at least one booster box giveaway right off rip.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll not only do it on this channel, we'll do it over on Slabs and Sketches as well.
Hell yeah.
So if you like both those videos, if you drop a comment, fire, I don't care, an emoji, whatever, give us something. If we can see, I'd prefer a comment just because then we can
subscribe.
See. Yeah, give us a subscription, give us a follow over on socials. But we're going to do something for those that have been here with us from the beginning. How about that?
Absolutely.
We're 6 episodes deep, so that puts us 6 weeks deep. So almost a month and a half. Well, no, a month and a half.
Yeah, a month and a half.
So almost 2 months. So we're going to do something a little wild.
Oh yeah.
So Clint, go grab them fucking cards.
I will be.
With that, guys, we appreciate y'all. Give us a like, follow over on socials. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Peace.